With just less than 48 hours left before the second presidential debate commences, Ugandans are keen to watch yet another round of history unfold before their television screens. Round 2 of the presidential debate is expected to focus largely on Uganda's foreign policy and international relations. Dr. Asabaino Mugisha is an expert in peace and conflict resolution at Makerere University. He believes Kande should be able to explain to the citizenry what they can offer in terms of trade in a highly restrictive and competitive market landscape.
So I think that it is important for them to pursue trade opportunities, aggressively pursue trade opportunities for the Ugandan goods, because if you export more, then certainly improve your terms of trade. You see, so I think, and of course terms of payments, the candidates must be able to look out and open opportunities for Ugandan business community. So regional integration will trigger a lot of economic opportunities.
Uganda has hardly been seen as an anchorman of the West in resolving conflict in the volatile Great Lakes. The government has in the past sent troops to DRC, South Sudan, and Somalia.
In the case of South Sudan, the intervention of UPDF prevented the potential bloodbath, perhaps a mini genocide. And I think that's a credit. In Somalia, the government was non-existent. When UPDF were deployed, Somalia has a government, Somalia has achieved a lot of peace dividends.
Whereas many of these missions have been held as attempts to pacify a troubled region, some experts believe it is part of the president's brinkmanship plan. So, what should the candidates expect in this area?
Candidates must understand the regional peace and security challenges facing the region, including the proliferation of small arms from war zones and their impact on our national security.
Terrorism is a global threat. Uganda, which sent troops to the Horn of Africa and is an ally of Western powers, has thrust itself into crosshairs insurgents like the Al-Shabaab. On the 11th July 2010, the Al-Shabaab terror group attacked Lugogo, leaving about 76 people dead.
How are you going to position the country to respond to an international threat? Because terrorism is a threat to international peace and security. And Uganda cannot avoid it because we are not an island. How are you going to stem it? How are you going to participate with other countries or with other to stem or to fight terrorism? I think a candidate must understand that.
Uganda, which will soon become an oil-producing country, does not only face a weary market coupled with an oil glut and low prices. Candidates could likely face a barrage of questions on how the country can position itself in the market world of oil politics.
OPEC, it will join OPEC. OPEC is a major player in international relations. So also, you are right. A person must be well acquainted about oil politics and how oil actually is a strategic resource in global politics. And so one has to be conversant with it, because oil actually is a double-edged sword.
The Nile River, according to Baino Mugisha, is another key resource that candidates must explain to the citizens in the face of the domineering states like Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan, which share the waters.
Well, actually, Egypt never supported the creation of another state on the Nile Valley, and that is South Sudan, because they think that would complicate the flow of the Nile. So, and of course, most security analysts have analyzed that actually the 21st century in Africa will revolve around the wars on the Nile.
Uganda's position in regard to its ties with the International Criminal Court is yet another sticky issue which candidates should be confronted with.
African leaders are asking themselves, is the ICC a Guantanamo Bay of the African leaders? Why don't we see other world leaders that have committed crimes being tried in the ICC? Could this be a continuation of colonialism? Is this a new colonial outfit?
The global threat of climate change and food security in the country could yet be another question for candidates to answer.
Uganda as a government or a president to understand the whole issues around climate change, because I think climate change worsened when the US took long to appreciate that global warming was real.
Jingo Francis, NTV.